Hello. Okay, should I start? Am I audible, Onkar? Hello, Pasharkar, am I audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Our voice is clear?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So good morning once again. So yesterday we have discussed some introductory part with respect to this simple mechanism. In that we have seen what is machine, then a kinematic link, then resistant body, and by taking one example of steam engine, which is a reciprocating type of engine, we have seen how links are there. Okay. Now, next part, that is types of link. So we have seen what is link. Link is resistant body or group of resistant bodies with rigid connections preventing their relative movement is known as a link. So what is a resistant body? It is body which transmit motion without deformation, or in other words, it is a body which transmit motion with negligible deformation. Now there are three types of links. First one is rigid link, second one is flexible link, and third one is fluid link. Now all these links are resistant bodies. One is transmitting motion without any deformation, and others are transmitting motion with negligible deformation. So for example, rigid link, so piston, connecting rod, crank, etc. are rigid links. By its nature only, here you can see this is the connecting rod, this is the connecting rod, this one is the big end and small end, this one is the gudgeon pin. So small end is connected to the piston with the help of gudgeon pin, and this one is the big end of the connecting rod. So best example of rigid link is the connecting rod. One end is connected to the crank and other end is connected to the piston. So this is the rigid link. Then best example of flexible link: chains, belts, and springs. These are also used to transmit the motion, but they might have negligible deformation. So that's why we are going to call it as a flexible link. So rigid links, they are having no deformation. Flexible links are having negligible deformation, but still these are used to transmit the motion from one point to the another point. Now whatever figure or the image shown on the slide, it is related to the belt. This is again one geared wheel or slotted wheel, because whatever belt you are observing, it is having some extruded part on its length, inner circumference. So this belt is used to transmit motion from this shaft to this shaft. So as it is flexible in nature, there is somewhat deformation, but it doesn't affect that much on the transmission of the motion. Okay. Then third type of the link, that is fluid link. So fluid link is used in case of hydraulic press. So just hydraulic press, one of the example, and second one, that is the hydraulic brake. So this is the hydraulic brake, and the same connection it is shown here. So here you can observe that this is the plunger, this part is plunger, it is 1 minute. So this one is the plunger. So whenever operator presses this with the help of brake lever, this will move in this direction. There is spring. This one is the piston. This one is the piston. This one is the piston rod with respect to this hydraulic brake system. So this will push this block. This part moves as a block in this direction, and whatever oil inside this chamber will have high pressure, and that will be transmitted to the brake lines. That will be transmitted to the brake lines. So there is no direct connection, but even though based on the Pascal's law, that fluid link will act as a other type of link, and that is used to transmit motion of this plunger to apply the brake at the wheels. So this is about 3 types of link. Understood, Omkar?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Masha. Huh?
Yes,
Am I
sir.
audible? Okay, okay. So should I proceed?
Yes, yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Okay, sir.
Next, now basically the rigid links are having more applications. So just for simplicity and your understanding, I will focus on this rigid link. So you can see this is slider crank mechanism. Separately we are going to study once again, but for time being you can see this. This is slider crank mechanism. So on the right side, this is animated image, but now animation is not there, but just whatever figure I got, that I have put on the slide. So this one is the flywheel, this is the flywheel, this one is the crankshaft, and crank is connected to this. So in general, this is the flywheel, and on that one point is there to which this connecting rod is attached. But in actual, we are going to have such crank. This is the crank. This one is the crank and this is the crankshaft. So for simplicity, it is shown like this. So crank, this is connecting rod. This one is the piston. And number one is the cylinder and the frame. So here you are going to see four components. Just to see, crank, rotate complete revolution. This one is the crank. Then slider or the piston, which reciprocates. This is the slider, or here it is piston in another figure, or you can say it is a piston or the slider. It is going to reciprocate. It is going to reciprocate along this center line. Then connecting rod, it is going to oscillate. Connecting rod, it is going to oscillate. So then next one, cylinder and the frame. So this is cylinder, or this is the crankshaft, which is mounted on the frame with the help of two bearings, which are not shown in this figure. So cylinder and the frame, which are stationary, only this flywheel is going to rotate, this connecting rod is going to oscillate, and this piston is going to reciprocate. So once again, link 1, that is cylinder and the frame, stationary or fixed link. Then link 2, crank, it is having rotating motion. Link 3, it is connecting rod, it is going to oscillate. And link 4, we are going to call it as a piston having sliding motion. So this piston, or in another word, we are going to call it as a slider, it is going to slide in the stationary cylinder. That is the fixed one, that is fixed link. Okay. So here rotary motion of crank is converted into reciprocating motion of the slider, or reciprocating motion of the slider is going to converted into the rotary motion. Once again, whenever this crank is going to rotate like this, this will oscillate, and this piston or the slider, it is going to slide line of stroke or the sliding part. So this is the example of sliding crank slider mechanism, which is used whatever way I have told. When crank rotates, it is going to reciprocate. This principle is used in air compressor. Now this way, on the whatever figure on the right side, you can consider it as a piston cylinder arrangement, where piston is going to reciprocate with the help of explosion of the gases, and that reciprocating motion is converted into rotary motion of the crankshaft. So here once again you can check with this figure. This is the piston. Whenever this is going to reciprocate, that motion is transmitted to this crosshead. This crosshead is going to reciprocate, and this connecting rod is going to oscillate. In turn, this crank is going to rotate. So this way, this single slider mechanism is used to convert reciprocating motion into the rotary motion. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next. Now, types of rigid links. Types of rigid links. So I have just modified the PPTs so that you will have better understanding, and if somebody want to ask any question in between, they are free to ask. So types of rigid link. So there are basically four types. First one is singular, second one is binary, third one is ternary, and fourth one is quaternary. So by name itself, we are going to understand what type of link. So these are the types of rigid links. So when link is connected only at one point, or it is connected to only one other link, then it is called as a singular link. So you can check this first figure. So just whatever binary link, just I have converted it into the singular link. In one book they have mentioned only these three links: binary, ternary, and quaternary. Additionally, this one is the singular link. So it is connected only at one point. Then second one, that is binary link, link attached at two different points, link attached at two different points, and that is called as a binary link. So this is link attached at 2 points. It is having two nodes. This is number 1 and this one is number 2. What is node? That is the point by which the link is attached to the other links. So we can see the example of this binary link here itself. You can check this. This is the link. This is the connecting rod. It is having one node at left hand side and this is another node at right hand side. That means connecting rod is example of binary rigid link. Connecting rod is example of binary rigid link. Okay. Then what is next? Ternary rigid link. With its word, we can understand that link attached at three different points. Link attached at three different points. So such bracket you might have seen in automobile or device application, which is having three nodes, number 1, number 2, number 3. So such links are used in case of the automobile. So it is connected to the 3 points for the bracket or for the output shaft of the epicyclic gear train. Then next one, that is quaternary link, link attached at 4 different points. This is called as a quaternary link. So depending upon the applications where the particular task is required to perform, these links are one of or other links are used in that particular mechanism or the machine to get the particular task. Okay, so these are the figures. This one is the singular link, this one is the binary link, this one is the ternary link, and this one is the quaternary link. So for better understanding, you can check these diagrams also. So this is singular link. A link which is connected to only one other link is called as a singular link. Is called as a singular link. This one is the second, binary link. A link which is connected to two other links is called as a binary link. Is called as a binary link. So such links are used in case of steering mechanism. So Ackermann's steering mechanism, Davis steering mechanism. So this is link 1, this one is link 2, and this one is link 3. So this link 1 is attached at 2 point. This is first point and this one is the second point, or you can see this simplified diagram, only line diagram. So this link is called as a binary link. Here this number 1 link is called as a binary link. Understood? Understood? Okay. Then next one, that is types of links depending upon the number of joints. So again, this is singular link, this is binary link, and this is also ternary link. Just a different figure is shown, and this one is the quaternary link. So link connected to 4 other links is called as a quaternary link. So here ternary and quaternary link are used as per their applications. Okay. Okay. Should I proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Next, it is important to see what is difference between machine and the structure, and what is difference between machine and the mechanism. So I have changed the slide sequence to have proper flow of the syllabus with respect to this unit number 1. So basically there is difference between the machine and the structure, machine and the mechanism. So in order to avoid the confusion further, I would like to take this part initially. So what is machine? So whatever components of the machines move relative to one another, whereas with respect to the structure, the components of the structure or the members of the structure, they are not going to move relative to one another. So best example of machine, that is sieving machine. Then you can check consider IC engine. Whereas best example of the structure, so those who are knowing the automobile, so whatever chassis frame, that is nothing but the structure. So this type of structure on which body is mounted, this is nothing but the structure, right? And 1 minute. And this is piston, this is connecting rod, this one is the crank. Here when crank rotates, this is going to reciprocate, or if power due to the explosion of gas, it is provided to this piston, piston is going to reciprocate. So along with power, it is going to rotate. So this is called as a machine. That means this piston is going to reciprocate on the rotation of this crank. Parts of machine move related to one another. Whereas in case of structure, so this is one component, this is another component, that means this is long member, this is long member, this is cross member. All these members are having fixed connection at this points, and this is nothing but the structure. There is no relative motion between this number one element, and if you are going to consider this as a 2, there is no relative motion in case of the structure. Okay. Then second difference between the machine and the structure, you can see this. A machine transforms available energy into some useful work, whereas in the structure, no energy is transformed into useful work. So whatever previous diagrams I have drawn, wherein we have seen that whatever explosion energy, whatever energy produced due to the burning of gases, that is converted into the mechanical energy. So what is energy available? That is the fuel, and that is burned inside the cylinder, and that is converted into the mechanical energy, and that is utilized for doing useful work. Whereas in case of structure, no energy is transformed into useful work, as all are having rigid connection. Only they need to bear the forces those accompanied due to the bounce and pit in the road. Okay. Then third difference between these, again it is repetition of the second one. The links of machine may transmit both power and the motion. Both power and the motion. And while the members of structure transmit only forces. So suppose this is the structure. Once again, I will draw structure. This is the chassis frame in the top view. Otherwise, in the side view also I will draw. And this one is the wheel. 1 minute. This is long member in the side view. This is leaf spring. This is a rear axle. This one is the wheel. Okay. And this is bounce in the road. So links of machine may transmit both power and motion, while the members of structure transmit only forces. Now suppose this wheel is rotating in this direction, that means this will move over this bounce, and whenever there will be bounce, the force of this external disturbance through this leaf spring, it will be transmitted to this structure, and this point alone is not having capacity to bear the attack or bear the external disturbance. So it will bear this by transmitting to the other elements. In the top view, you can see this end. This you can assume it as the same. This is again short members. So if jerk will be there on this point, it will transmit that jerk to all frame. So that's why structures are going to transmit only the forces, or whatever members of the structure are going to transmit the forces only. So this is difference between machine and the structure. So based on this, there will be MCQs. Okay. Next one, that is difference between machine and mechanism. Okay. Now let us see one by one. So I have combined this difference like this. So machine, what is machine? So it is having particular task, and machine is made with certain objective. Just to check it. If the system is used with the objective of transforming mechanical energy, then it is called as a machine. Now, what is mechanism? If the objective is to transfer or transform motion without considering the forces involved, is called as a mechanism. So it is related to the kinematics. So whenever there will be only motion is transmitted, then it is called as a mechanism. So for example, manual steering system. Manual steering system is best example of mechanism. Manual brake system is best example of this mechanism. So in the steering mechanism, why it is a mechanism? Because driver or the operator steer the wheel. So whatever steering in his hand, it is going to rotate either in left or right direction, and that rotations are transferred to steer the front wheel either left or right direction. So that is the mechanism. So suppose this is the wheel, steering wheel. So this is steered by the driver either right, either clockwise or anti-clockwise direction. And so just I will draw a figure on the left side. This is the steering wheel. Steering wheel. Okay. And here this is front wheel. This is front wheel. This is straight. So in this direction, vehicle is moving. So whenever steering wheel is turned in clockwise direction, as per the figure drawn on the slide, this wheel is going to steer in this direction. So I will write here 10 degree, and whenever this will rotate through 100 degree. जर हे स्टेअरिंग व्हील जर आपण 100 डिग्री मधून क्लॉकवाईजला जर फिरवलं तर पुढचं जे व्हील आहे दॅट इज गोइंग टू स्टीअर इन द राईट साइड with 10 degree. So depending upon the comfort or the efforts required, this ratio is provided. So 100 to this 10 degree, that means ratio is 10. So for cars and the trucks, this ratio is going to be different. So for truck, we are going to use the highest ratio, so less effort should be required. So car, it is lightweight, this ratio is less. So what is mechanism? So through the mechanism we can have transfer of motion from one place to the another. ड्रायव्हरच्या केबिन मध्ये असतो आणि स्टेअरिंग व्हील फिरवल्यानंतर चाक स्टेअर होतं आयदर लेफ्ट ऑर राईट डायरेक्शन. That is through the mechanism. Now for the example, cycleचा जो brake असतो, so we are applying brake by brake lever, so that motion is transmitted to the brakes via linkages. That is example of the mechanism. Then next difference between machine and mechanism. Every machine has to transmit motion because mechanical work is associated with the motion and thus makes use of mechanism. So machine is nothing but combination of different mechanisms having mechanical or having some power. That is nothing but the machine, and it is concerned with transfer of the motion only. So स्टेअरिंग व्हील किंवा ब्रेक दाबल्यानंतर, गाडीला ब्रेक दाबल्यानंतर आपण काय करतो, ड्रायव्हर ब्रेक लिव्हर प्रेस करतो आणि चाकाला ब्रेक लागतो. दॅट इज nothing but transfer of motion from one place to another. So there is no additional energy. So for power brake, that is different. Power steering, that is different. So in addition to this mechanism, we are helping, we are assisting the driver, and that's why it is called as a servo brake, or sometimes we are going to call it as a power steering in connection with the steering system. Then third difference between machine and mechanism. A machine can use one or more than one mechanism to perform desired function. Now it is not the case with the mechanism. Mechanism is a single system to transfer or transform motion. And the brake system, brake mechanism. Steering system, steering mechanism. Ackermann steering mechanism, Davis steering mechanism, that is related to a single system to transfer or the transformer motion. Brake mechanism, steering mechanism with particular task only related to the transfer of motion. Then examples of machine, sieving machine has several mechanisms. IC engine has several mechanisms. So reciprocating piston will oscillate the connecting rod and will rotate the crank. At the same time, valves, that is inlet and outlet valve, or inlet or outlet port, that is going to be having suction and exhaust, and that another linkage that will be used as a mechanism. So that's why we are going to call it as a, it is having several mechanisms. So IC engine, so whatever the general or the visualizing mechanism that is related to the main working principle of the IC engine. So other components are there to operate the inlet valve. There is different mechanism to operate the exhaust valve. There is one mechanism, right? So like this, different mechanisms or several mechanisms are used in case of the machine, whereas in case of mechanism, a single system, so steering system and brake system. Understood? Hello, Omkar? Am I audible?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Okay. Now, one combined slide which includes machine, mechanism, and the structure that I would like to show. Okay. So, this is one combined slide, but in somewhat different way I have shown. So I have avoided the repetitions, whatever sentences we have written on the previous slide, only points I have maintained in various blocks. So first aspect, what is first aspect? Relative motion. no relative motion between its link, that is nothing but the structure. Exist relative motion between its link, that is mechanism. Exist relative motion between its link along with power transmission, that is nothing but the machine. So this is the difference with respect to this relative motion. This one is the aspect we have considered. What is second aspect for the difference? Force and the motion. Force and the motion. So here you can see that it serves to modify and transmit the forces only. That is example of the structure. Serves to modify and transmit the forces only. So automobile chassis frame, that is the best example of this structure, or the roof trusses of the building. So that additionally I have given. Whereas in case of mechanism, what is related aspect? Force and the motion. Serves to transmit and transform the motion by fixing one link, that is mechanism. Then serve to transfer both forces and the motion. So first of all, whatever piston, it is going to reciprocate due to the force exerted by the explosion of gases. And because of that explosion of gases, piston is going to reciprocate. At the same time, it will transmit the force as well as motion to the crank, which is going to rotate, and that will provide power. And because of that power, crankshaft is going to rotate, and those rotations are provided to propel the vehicle. Then here serves to transmit and transfer the motion by fixing one link. So here I have mentioned the star, and what this star indicates? Convert rotary motion into reciprocating and vice versa. Rotary into the reciprocating and the vice versa. Depending upon how motion of the links is constant, we can have conversion of reciprocating motion into rotary motion and rotary motion into reciprocating motion. Then third aspect, that is related to the energy. So structure, by its name, we can have its clear meaning. What is that? It cannot transmit the energy for doing work. So structure, simply you can take example of table. Whatever table for study purpose we are using. So this is nothing but one structure. On that one plate, one top is provided that will give support to our notebooks. Okay. So then mechanism. Again, there is no energy transfer, so not applicable. So mechanism only, it is having links based on manual or some generated energy source. There will be motion. Then transmit and transfer available energy into mechanical work or some other form of energy. So IC engine, again, it is that gas energy is converted into the mechanical energy. So examples, fourth aspect is example. So roof trusses used in building, right? So whatever roof trusses are there, those we are going to consider as an example of structures. Then engine indicator, mechanism example, engine indicators and typewriters. Then examples of machine, screw jack, IC engine, lathe machine, etc., etc. So engine indicator. So for example, you can consider fuel indicator. What is fuel indicator? So it is one float is provided